Finished here at the J Davidson, Altrincham 2, Harborough Town 2 in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Manager Phil Parkinson joins us. Phil, a game where I thought it was a professional performance for most of it. It looked like we got our foot on the ball and had real moments of quality, but how would you describe an ending like that?
Yeah, the worst case scenario for us apart from losing. Obviously we're still in the hat. There'll be a number of teams going through what we've gone through there. Everyone expects you to win comfortably, and we were comfortable for 60-65 minutes, and then the ending is quite symbiotic of where we're up to at the moment in terms of seeing through a pressurised moment in the game, and then having a bit of luck as well. I mean, the second goal, I think their players put it out for what the ref gave a corner, a really basic decision to get wrong, but we still got to defend it. But them things are really crippling us at the moment, poor decisions. And then you get zero protection, in the 18-yard box, 6-yard box from the referee, particularly when the pressure's on. But we've got to be stronger mentally and physically, so I can't stand here and say we did okay, because we've not done okay for the standards that are expected of us from our fans, from this football club, and what we've set over the years. It feels like a season that's here to test us. We've had just momentum and joyous times, and this probably feels like the hardest time I've had since being at the football club. But football's here to test you, and I personally have got a real strong character, and I believe my players have as well, and they'll get better and they'll be stronger for it. These really tough times, they make you, they mould you as a character, and games like today, this competition, as I said, it gives us an opportunity on Tuesday to put right the wrongs of the last probably 20-30 minutes there. But it just feels really difficult at the moment for everyone, because the chances that we're creating, we should be putting them to bed. But even at 2-0, we should be able to see that out. And the fact is, we can't at the moment. And we've got to find a way of being stronger against these types of teams. They would hurt a lot of opposition with the amount of long throws, corners that we were putting in. With just the pure physicality, size of the players causes problems. But I thought we won most of our first contacts. I thought Dan Sassy was outstanding today. And then the supporting acts have got to do the jobs. They've got to clear better. They've got to stay with the runners. And for a lad to be absolutely free in the middle of the 18-yard box, whoever's meant to be marking him or closest player to him, is just scandalous. And our lads know that, so I'm certainly not going in and making excuses for them. But we've got to be better in them moments, and we will.
We knew coming into today that Harborough Town were going to be a tough side. They're unbeaten so far at step 3 in the games they've played so far this season. But it felt like, as you mentioned, set pieces throws were always going to be their gateway to getting any result today. Well,
as I said to you before, we had this game that they're an archetypal cup team, a bit like Tamworth. They took Reading all the way at Reading as well. People have got to remember this. It's not like these are some flash in the pan team. They've got a history of doing well in the cups because of the types of players they recruit, the way they play. They're unbeaten this season in their division, but we are 2 divisions above them. But United, however many divisions above Grimsby, and they don't get the result. So again, reflecting on it is really difficult to take, because we expect more. We're playing well enough to get over the line in games. But I think the age profile of the group, the momentum that we've not been able to gather is going against us. And when things go against us, referee decisions like I touched on, just anything that you get wrong, you're just being punished for at the moment. And when we've done really well, we've had scrambles in their box and they've managed to get blocks, and because things are going well for them, they're top of their division, they're unbeaten, and when things are going well, you get them blocks, and people don't get a half a yard to get a shot away in the box. But that's where we're up to at the moment, and it's not easy for me to say that, because, as I said, it's all been positive since I've been here for, as I said, going into my 9th season. And now it feels like a real testing time, because we've got a new group, a young group, and they're learning some really difficult lessons. They're playing well enough to get the results, but we're not. And that's football, and you've got to find a way then. So that's what we're looking at. We've got lads returning now. We're looking like we've got a strong squad back. The bench is as strong as it's been. But they're not completely up to speed, because they've been out. Even Carell, who's been one of our shining lights and scored, looks a little bit rusty today at times, because he's been off for 3 games. So yeah, there's a number of things going against us, and we've got to be better for it. And like I said, I know we will, because I've got a strong character. My management team has. My players will reflect that. It just feels like everything's against against us at the moment, and we've got to find a way to overcome that. And the only way we'll do that is by scoring when we're on top and being squeaky clean in everything that we're doing when we're sustaining any form of pressure.
And then we go to a replay on Tuesday away at Harborough. It's a 3G pitch. It's a tough place to go. We've seen that they're unbeaten this season. How do you get the morale up? You mentioned you've got a strong character. How do you get that across to the team to get them over the line and into the first round on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's got to hurt. We're doing a lot of hurting at the moment. And then we've got to reflect on it. And then we've got to prepare appropriately for Harborough, as you said, on a tricky 3G. But we'll train on the 3G now. So we'll be fully ready going into Tuesday.
Cheers, Phil.
Thank you.